recording. Yeah, that's 7 minutes of stream that's just pretty much dead air. Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This is Star Trek New Horizons for Stellaris. Today is June 22nd, 2018 for about 5 more minutes where I am. But before we get this started, I want to make note that New Horizons had a update on June 21st. It's Neutral Zone Beta D15C3F. The only notes for it is that they tweaked AI starbase designs, which is intriguing, and fixed the Mirror Defiant event ship, which is cool. Their Twitter page, this has not been the most engaged with tweet, remarked that there is some new horizon. No, that's not what I wanted. Some new Federation event. Yeah. So, who has, in quotes, discovered a new event for Federation that wasn't in the patch notes? You can check the notes here. Yeah, very cool. Has a picture of Spock looking Spock-like. We're probably not going to come across the event, but hey, if we do, cool. If we don't, well enough, we'll hit it the next time around. I didn't go back and save with load this my dude at the end, but this is the correct save regardless. Ba-ba-ba. The soundtrack for Star Trek Enterprise really, with exception to the intro song, really knocked it out of the park. The introductory credits, not so much. Not so much. It's like glaringly bad. Alright. I have no idea what the fuck we were doing. This is how I open every video. Like, yeah. Or every recording session, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I building that last starbase? No. I'm not. So we have 56 star bases. We can now build a 57th. I wish there were functionality. Ooh, the Borg have declared war on the Dominion. That's terrifying. Actually, I shouldn't be fucking with this. I should be affecting the volume on my headphones, not on the recording. The Dominion's gonna get stomped on. You're allied with the Skrian Republic. Really? The Skrian? You're allied with the Dominion? Yeah, you have a defensive pact with the Dominion. Huh. Okay, well, the Borg are gonna eat this up, and that's terrifying. Alright, let's find a black hole. And
construction complete.
Plop down a starbase. Jawan's Maw? Yeah. Sounds good to me. Bum, 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 bum. Restaurants. Shay 2 can now be colonized. Shay 2 is an arid world. I don't think we have any new species that like arid worlds. No, the Caitians and the Kelpians both love savanna environs, but not enough. So the Sona, I think, are what we give this to. Sona? Struve, Sigma, Broming, Tuiana, Stozic. I know we have some somewhere. It's not on Dosaria. Telling? Yeah, Telin is where Sona and Alora came from. Okay, you can go right here. You'd support both of these. You could go right here. You'd support both of these. You could go right here. You'd support both of these. Right? Yeah, let's pop it down here. Shade Prime. Right, and Shade's already out of my direct control. Perfect. How are our fleets doing? Fine. I was updating these. Yeah, that's the last thing I did. The last thing I did was queue our fleets for upgrades. That's right. And we're moving ships up towards Hendrik.
Ships upgraded.
So we can eat this up and try to meet the Borg.
Upgraded.
And block them from expanding. Our intelligence agencies have successfully foiled an attempt by the Romulan Star Empire to destroy one of our military assets through sabotage. While the attempt nearly succeeded, the Tal Shiar agent involved left key evidence of his involvement in the targeted starship's computer networks. Prime Minister 01001011 has condemned the Romulan government for their interference.
Our enemies fear us. Perhaps
Fuck you. Oh, right. The Romulans are at war with the
our
Sylvanic
enemies
Gorn.
fear us. Perhaps they are not fools.
Survey complete.
Doesn't look like anyone is winning or losing that quite yet. Not substantially, anyway. Ah, man, I would love to see the Dominion push back the Borg, but after the humiliating defeat at the hands of the Kremen Foundation and their favorable alliance, I don't think that the Dominion will be bouncing back anytime soon. Really, this is probably the end for them. Now, I have a lot of minerals that I should be doing something with. Do we have a promenade here? We don't. Give me a promenade. Our fleets are all up to date. You have a leader and the others don't. Yeah. Our fleets are up to date. We don't have the fleet capacity to, or the naval capacity to create another fleet. Doesn't look like it. 216, what, that get me 496 plus 16? I actually could get another one. Hold up. Hold up. This math stands. Yeah. 216. Alright, now we wait until we have 10,000 minerals and we'll throw it into new fleet here, which is really the 7th fleet assigned to base. Beefing up isn't just a good way to make use of minerals that we have no other use for besides micromanaging our sectors. It's a political device first and foremost. The military deterrent against expansionist behavior undertaken by our neighbors. You know, one neighbor in particular. This neighbor in particular. Alright, those still have about a year. Another child genius. Dope. The Dozy Confederation have become more militaristic. Well, you know, I can't blame them. The world we're in, and the state of their empire, in being largely occupied. Ooh. Ah, you're being integrated. So the Husnock Ascendancy won a research agreement, even though you hugely ideologically opposed to me, and you'll bribe me for it. Well, I'm not above bribery. The Talaran Republic accession process, you are militarist, and I think xenophobes, yeah, we will fund education programs. I don't even remember where they are. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, thank you to the Husnock. We can buy another ship. So the Husnock Ascendancy is not involved in this war against the Sulban and the Gorn, even though they would strongly benefit in doing so. We just got another Ascension perk. Great. I'm gonna go down Xenobotany. It's not that good for us, considering how much food we have and how much our income is, but it's rare, and I've set the precedent that if it's rare, I'll research it. By learning the biogenetic properties of edible plants, we can increase our local food supplies to an even greater amount. Wordy way of saying that. Alright, so we only have 3 more of these left. So we should really decide now what we want. Transcendent learning gets a maybe. Shared destiny, no. Executive vigor, no. Imperial prerogative, maybe. One vision, maybe. Mind over matter, no. Galactic contender, no. Space fortress, no. Eternal vigilance, no. Diplomatic corps, maybe. Fleet maneuvers, maybe. Force projection, I mean, probably not, but maybe. Warp 25, Mark 25 warp sensor, I'm not digging it. World shaper. Now, okay, so we have either plus 50 fleet limit. So the benefit this would give us is what, like 1 or 2 more ships per fleet? Not a substantial boon, but it would make our fleets on their own tougher. So this is tempting. Plus 30 opinion, because the main way we integrate people is through getting them to join our coalitions or become our protectorates. Having people think favorably of us is good and useful. This is not. Ethics traction, I mean, ethics attraction is nice in that it makes people give us more influence and less likely to revolt, but we already get so much ethics attraction that this one vision is feeling kind of weak to me. Now, this is arguably pretty weak as well. Plus 5 core sector systems. It just means 5 more planets I can directly manage. But I really enjoy directly managing systems. That's almost a, what, a third? Well, it's a fourth of what we have right now. And that's pretty substantial. Wait, no, 5 would be more than a third. Less than half, more than a third of what we have. Edict duration is terrible. Transcendent learning means better leaders, and Empire leader capacity, meaning we could hire on to more leaders. I was complaining, and have been complaining pretty consistently, about our lack of admirals. Transcendent learning would be a way to fix that. So I think if for no other reason, I should get transcendent learning. This leaves us with 2 more, and I think we should go ahead and decide on that now. The ethics attraction is weak. Probably not all that useful. The fleet limit would mean bigger fleets. And bigger fleets would mean our naval capacity goes into less fleets, so we need less admirals, so we can have more scientists, or etc., etc. We can more efficiently field our fleets. So that's tempting. Opinion, it's not that exciting, but it's good. Like, if we go take a look at the Sinkethi, who fucking hate us, another 30 would move us from unfriendly to distrustful, I think. Just another step up. That would really help to counter our claims on them penalty, yes. Or with the Cardassians and the Romulans, the border friction penalty.
Our enemies fear us. Perhaps they are not fools.
You might actually like me if it weren't for the Zakdorn. Huh, maybe we should have been integrating the Zakdorn. So the Zakdorn have claims on the Romulans. We can't see it, but that must be where that negative modifier is coming from. And the Uridian League and the Wait, how long have they had this? Is this new? Have they had this? Whatever. Ah, this is gotta be new, right? Yeah, this is new. Okay, I was gonna say the Iridian League didn't have this before. These Zinkethi and Cardassians rebelled to join our ally in the Iridian League, who are not a member world. They're just a member of our faction. Ah, cool. Okay, the Iridians might be part of the problem now, but the Valerians were causing us issue earlier. So next up, we should be annexing the Zakdorn. Point being, the influence would still be nice, but maybe there's other ways to get that. The core sector systems, I think there's a repeatable technology at the end of the game that gives you +1 core sector system. Which means that
Survey complete.
the bonus we would get from the Ascension perk is a bonus we could maybe get from somewhere else. I don't know, definitely, but maybe. Yeah, but definitely the fleet limit, and then
Complete.
either opinion or core sector systems. You are done, and Hendrik, go get me Siet. Environmental engineer. Oh wait, we just got 2 new leaders. So let's find 2 admirals we like. I really like unyielding, weapon damage going up, combat disengagement chance. I don't really want to disengage from combat. I want to stay in combat and win, which I know is not realistic, but that's okay. Now these increase sublight speed, right? Sublight speed is something I've been really improving because it benefits us in the long run by getting our ships to the fight quicker, and getting our ships in the fight more quickly as well. I should have said more quickly, not quicker. But so Raymond Leroy here, Leroy, good name, is the exception in that he's unyielding. No, not for that little. Hell no, even. Alright, so the 7th Fleet will be ready. None of these other star bases need any touching up. Nope, remarkable. Okay. Yeah, we're really getting to a point where aggressive action seems to be a good route for expansion. And I see how this is going. Bachman still hasn't fallen. But I don't see the Dominion making any headway into Haken or Talax or Swir.
Survey complete.
I do need to appreciate that they are fairly far away. Their fleets are probably not immediately on the borders, so it might take a while for the war to begin in earnest. And even when it does begin in earnest, if we look at the Vaadwaur here, wars can drag on for decades. Agonizingly long decades. And that's after 2.0, and the very intentional efforts to slow down, or to expedite the peacemaking process. Intergalactic Expansion 3. I'm such a sucker for more starbases.
Construction.
I didn't really have the strong temptation to go to war with someone until I had 6 fleets of top-of-the-line heavy escort ships brimming with guns. It really is the, you know, once you have a hammer, everything starts looking like a nail type situation. What is our fleet strength here? Let's call each of these 25k. I know they're more than that, but 25, 50, 75, 100, 150 to 180 fleet power showing around here. That's not bad. 180k, sorry, not just 180. Zinkethi declared the Cardassians their rivals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are the Tamarians in a league with anyone else? Whoa, you can be a protectorate. Hell yeah, alright. I was gonna say maybe we could go to war with them. Although it pains us greatly to surrender some of our sovereignty to an alien power, we shall agree to become subject to human rule.
Survey complete.
Dope! Alright, well now the Tamarian Unity have joined the Federation, in a way. So it looks like the Romulans, the House of Osto, and the Husnox are the last free powers over here. Now the current wars that keep happening over here are really starting to shape the region quite substantially. Yeah, I think as far as open territory goes,
Survey
moving
complete.
into this area right here is the last free country. If you take my meaning. Because the Tholians and Cardassians are butting up. I'm sure there's... You are defending you, you are defending you, you are defending you. So going to war with one of you probably means going to war with all of you. No, actually, it means going to war with all of you. The Vaadwaur are the only ones up here, besides the Borg, that aren't in a coalition already. Or aren't a protectorate already. The Uridian League wishes to invite the Zinkethi Interplanetary Hierarchy into the coalition. Yeah, alright. Cool. So we have these Zinkethi in our coalition now. Really not into it. Okay, no, that's fine. Well, okay. So it's just the Zinkethi coalition that are wary, and you're defended by the Breen. The Husnock Ascendancy would like to more closely cooperate with the United Federation of Planets, leaving aside the question of membership. Would you consider granting us association status? Hell yeah!
Initiating communications.
I mean, it's weird that slaving despots, right? You are slaving despots. Yeah, you're militarist, xenophobic authoritarians, and we're egalitarian, xenophile pacifists. We're literally polar opposites, but you're feeling very threatened by something if you want to join. What's scaring you? Mutual threats plus 146. Might be the Borg, it might be the Romulans, it might be both. I don't mind. I don't mind. Just because they're associating with us doesn't mean that they'll join us anytime soon. But that's cool. Yeah, it seems like any war we could possibly get involved with would be the protracted kind of war. Maybe a war against the Orion Free States and the Rigelians is something we could facilitate, but the Orions, well, I guess the Orions are ideologically opposed to us,
Construction
and our claims on them are problematic. The Rigelians aren't so bad. Yeah, they like us. I really wish there were an option to ask someone to leave their coalition and join yours, because the Rigelians would have joined us a long time ago if it weren't for the Orions. Terraforming cost reduction? Nah, give me more food. We won't make good use of it, but give me the food. And with our overwhelming fleet power, a war with the Orion Free States would be over very, very quickly. Because I can see their fleet right here.
Construction complete.
It's 3k strong. And the Rigelians have one that's 3k strong. And they have... No, the Rigelians have two. Rigelians have 6k, whereas the Orion have 3k. And one of our now 7, well, soon to be 7 fleets could take that on entirely
Survey
alone.
complete.
So I should consider doing that. It's just, war in this game tends to be a domino effect.
Survey
If you go to
complete.
war with another power and start losing, even in the process of winning, you start losing, your neighbors will quite often look upon you with hunger and envy. And imagine that, this is the opportunity we've long waited for. Time to pounce. Which is an attitude I don't really want to foster with our neighbors. Though on the other hand, we can probably afford to foster with our neighbors, as everyone except the Borg think that we're stronger than them because, I mean, look at this. Look at this. We are. The Borg are now inferior. Because of their tech level primarily, their naval capacity and fleet power is still equivalent though. And especially if they eat the Dominion. I mean, the Dominion's core planets in here are very, very, very good. Mostly size 20 or 25 from the beginning of the game. I don't know how good or not Bachman is. Their home systems are
Initiating
nothing to
communications.
stick your nose up at.
Technology discovered.
Who's this? Thelos Chimgwiv died. That's okay. The Vulcan sector wants to trade. You got it, Brendo. I'll be honest, USS Santa Maria, you're scrapped. Sorry. Because we're transitioning into a different kind of federation. One that emphasizes having... We don't have any trill in here, do we? Boolean Sona? No. One that emphasizes its naval prowess over its scientific curiosity. This is a dark time for the Federation, but...
Affirmative.
Well, I got fleets in the border. The reason I'm doing it. Here it is. This is a repeatable tech, I think. Core sector system +1. Let's go for one of the cheaper ones. Naval capacity +40. Not much, but it's something. Or agricultural center farm. Let's go for the farms. Increasing our food output, or further centralizing our food output, can make it so that we can free up different tiles to instead dedicate themselves to unity or research, energy, or maybe even mineral production. Not food. Kinda sad that the Santa Maria's gone. How many... Well, I guess I'm only wanting 7 admirals right now, so I only need 2 more. That means most of our scientists can keep doing what they're doing. Still a pity, given the incredible expertise and experience of some of these folks. They've been doing this for a better part of a century, if not more. Yeah. Naval Depot, Naval Depot, Naval Depot. Give me a Hawking Observatory. Orbital Science Center. I'm not sure if these black hole bases are a good idea or a terrible idea, but damn if they don't seem thematically cool to me. Can you give me... Yep, synthetic dilithium manufactories. Pretty cool. Naval depots. Just keep pushing up that fleet cap as much as
Initiating
possible.
communications.
Rule of acquisition number
No.
34. War is good for business.
It's kind of infuriating and great that the Ferenginar sector, the Ferengi sector, keeps the rule of acquisition yada yada interaction even after they've turned into a Federation member world. I'm not sure what happened to the Borg. I'm not sure why they don't call me Captain Picard anymore, but instead they have generic voice. And also King Primary leadership node is... Something weird happened here. Something very weird. but we weren't paying attention at the time. Alright, Jupiter Station's almost done with the 7th Fleet. The Cardassian Union has declared war on the Zenkethi Coalition. Now, the Zenkethi Coalition are at war with the Cardassian Union and the Tholian Assembly. The Cardassians
Yes.
are at war with the Zenkethi Coalition and the Breen Confederacy. Do we have... No, everyone has military access through us, so... this seems like it would be a good time to get involved. But... I don't know whose side to take.
Construction complete.
It's a pity we
Yes.
can't go to war for the claims of other people in our coalition. Our protectorates, even.
Yes.
So, I don't know what the Tholians are going to get out of this. They don't border the Breen, though that might not stop them from trying to take Breen territory. Zenkethi Coalition don't look like they have much of a fleet at all. Wow, the Cardassians do, though. Look at you. 17.3 fleet power. 17.3k. It's not amazing. One of our fleets are still better, but you're rebounding. Well, rebounding means you were good once and are becoming good again. You're getting good in the first place. Getting powerful in the first place. I say let's just pick on the Orions. Oh. Oh, no, that was an admiral who passed. Okay, sublight speed is still the way to go, I think. Do I want a Bajoran? Do I want a Nausicaan? Let's get a Nausicaan. I don't think Nausicaans have anything that make them better leaders. Let's see. Niberite, Tellarite, Binar, Ferengi, Bajoran. Bajorans don't have anything that make them... Nah, not at all. The Nausicaans don't either, right? They're very strong, they're resilient, but they don't necessarily make better leaders. Okay. That's fine. It's thematically cool. Let's get first fleet here, second fleet here, third fleet here, fourth fleet here, fifth in Nausicaa, sixth in Akali, or Aggressoria, and the seventh in Toroth, I guess, just to cut off this edge. Yeah, let's go introduce Federation values to the Orion Free States. Temporal transporters. We will actually need our army, won't we? Yeah, that's something I should work on. Temporal shockwave snare. And temporal shockwave is a powerful buildup of temporal energy which travels through space, changing or altering the timeline as it moves through space. Don't need to say through space twice there. What exactly do you do? Enemy ship engagement chance down. FTL jump chance. Yeah, okay. Well, it has some interesting abilities. We have an army, don't we? Yeah, we do. It's been on Ada Serpentis Prime for a long time. A very long time. We have regular deep strike commandos. Titanic beasts. Yeah, well, it's something. It's something, and we'll move it down to 40 Iridani. But what I should be looking into more actively is we have telekinetic armies. We have deep strike commandos 4. We have mobile energy artillery. Telekinetic armies are 4 to 8 damage, morale damage of 6 to 12, collateral damage of 50%. Deep strike commandos, let's do a quick comparison here. Deep strike do more morale damage, less collateral, have less health, or have more health, but significantly less morale. Makos are just worse. Artillery have significant collateral damage. Not great health, but more damage. Deep Strike 3, well, why even look at Deep Strike 3? So how long? Okay, let's say take a year. Let's take a year on any colonies in this area and just make me what you can make me in a year. Holy shit, there's a lot of population here. Wait a minute. Niberites are better than Novan. Oh, right, I should probably be paying close attention. 1, 2, 3. Why are Niberites so good? Niberite, 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 Niberite. Don't know what you look like. There we go. What's your deal? Ah, you're strong. Okay. Tauseti. Well, okay. This isn't what I'm here for, but right away I want to point out that this is a problem. Get rid of this garbage. Anyway, holy fuck. The army list is obscene. I want Uridium. Naberites are still better. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Ah, you are not directly under my control. Do we have multiple planets in Tauseti? Oh god, I do, yeah. Was that Tauseti 4? That was Tauseti Prime. Yes, okay. Tauseti 4. Klingons have 5 to 10 damage, 7.5 to 15 morale. Nausicaans have the same. Vulcans have less. So let's get Klingon, Nausicaan. Nope, there's a third planet in here. And while I'm at it, I'll just take a peek. Grimace in disgust at the lack of infrastructure. Just take a quick break from my needless warmongering to work on developing our infrastructure a little bit. Kafiria. Okay, and then Tauseti 4 is the last one, right? Yep, nope. This looks good to me. Ah, you only have humans. Oh, give me Deep Strike Commandos. That'll be okay. Ada Cassiopeia, you only have the one planet. Yes, you do. Malona, you only have the one planet. Mabu, you have only the one colony. 61 Ursa Majoris, you got 1, and you are building armies, correct? Yep, you're no, you're not. I'm tempted to make artillery. I'm tempted, but I don't know. The damage is great. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, why not? Make me one. We'll see how it does. We need to occupy 1, 2, 3 worlds. This is probably already overkill, but let's go into Captain's Star, and check out the surface. Looking good to me. Ah, Vulcans. Give me mobile energy artillery from the Vulcans. AD Leonis. AD Leonis has Prime, no Secundus, so this is the only planet here. Here, you give me some telekinetic, an army of telekinetic Vulcans, which is to say an army of Vulcans. Gamma Leporus, Lorilla, surface is looking good. Lyrians, Nausicaans. Jesus Christ, the Nausicaans are better. I guess that the multiplicative bonuses that Nausicaans and other strong things like Klingons get, or very strong bonuses get, is even more significant when you look at mobile artillery than if you're comparing the Deep Strike Commandos, which should mean if we have Nausicaans or whatever else, should probably just be building the best available, and by that I mean overall strongest unit in terms of damage. That should be more than enough. In fact, I think our current fleet, along with accompanying bombardment, should be more than capable of taking out their planets. Yeah, they should. I can see their armies from out here because our sensor networks are so good and we surround them, even on your homeworld, right? Yeah, wow. That is not a lot of defenses on your homeworld, I say, and I don't have really any defenses on any of my worlds. Do the Rigelians have a better standing army? Probably not. Doesn't really seem like... Nope. Alright, all that effort to build a better army, totally unnecessary. I think we did high intensity negotiation last time. I'm just gonna do that anyway, because our construction ships up here are running out of things to do. Not, you know, quickly, but I'd rather eat up all these small powers. So the goal is to flip the Orion Free States, get them and the Beta Rigelians to join our coalition, make them easier to integrate, and then maybe eye some of our other neighbors, not the Romulans next, but the Suliban or the House of Alsto, into flipping them culturally as well, integrating them in the same way. The Zenkethi coalition, they're tempting. Depending on how this war goes and who ends up winning, we might just dogpile the loser.
Survey complete.
It's hardly sporting, I know, but, well, doesn't have to be. Oof, fuzzy boy. There. You can tell when I'm actually paying attention closely to the game is when I let the camera go out of focus and don't pay attention for extended periods of time. Alright. Wow, your expected time of arrival is in a year. That's something, alright. Research agreement, you'll give me energy credits that I can't even use. Wow, why is your time of arrival so crazy? Some of these are quite some time. I'm seeing everything between 120 and 480 days. Space is slow. I think... Yeah, the movement of ships within systems, the sublight speed, is so slow it doesn't really fit the time scale of the Star Trek, well, time scale super well. Why am I not colonizing this? This is a size 24 planet. I must have missed this. Yeah, I must have. You're size 24, so I'm okay with being picky and elitist about this. Let's sort by traits. That doesn't help me much. So Dozarians are conformists. It's fine, but not great. Natural engineers. Callisis species are at least natural engineers. That's cool. Tellarites are natural engineers. They're communal and charismatic. They're slow breeders. Wait, that's not arid preference. Sona, natural sociologists, nomadic, enduring, I don't care about that. Quick learners, I don't care about that. Vulcans are intelligent, strong, and enduring. They're non-adaptive, but I don't care. So it's looking like Vulcan, I should make a Vulcan colony here. Yeah. Overall, Vulcans are just kind of better. There should be some of you still in Pajem. There are. Let's plop you down right here. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Now this is tricky because I want that. That's a size 24 planet that I will want direct control over. Sigma Draconis already has 3 other planets. Okay. What one of my systems do I want to give up in order to directly control the Sigma Draconis system? A size 20 planet, probably. 24, 25, 25, 23, 22, 22, 21. I think the 21 has to go. Yep. Beta Prime. You get added to this sector. Beta Leonis is now part of the Lambda Serpentis Prime system. Which is an excellent opportunity because this means I can go and eat up all these other little things in this sector. Well, apparently not. Okay, I have to switch over to you and remove things from your sector. Then go here and then add them back in. That's fine. Then give you Kittimer and Mirrodin. Do I want this? Nah, you can have this. Do I want this? Nope, you can have that. Alright, and now I will go take Sigma Draconis. I can't remove it. Can I now? Yes. Sigma Draconis is mine. Delightful. This is showing in the Kittimer system. I don't want that. Give me another naval depot. You can upgrade this and give me orbital manufactory. Not really my jam. Synthetic dilithium manufactory is much more my speed though. I'm sure Sigma Draconis will have, work for me to do in it. This isn't bad. Oh, that isn't bad at all. Sigma Draconis 4. Nope. Sigma Draconis 5. Now, this has a lot to upgrade, but yeah, this is okay. It's my constant, or my ceaseless micromanagement of my sector does pay off eventually. Engineering wing. Alright, great. That's probably not going to be in this hour. It'll probably be in the second hour recording tonight, or streaming tonight, or, potato. That we will have our fleets in a position to go to war. But, we're moving. God, imagine if it really took a year to position your army to get ready for a war. And anyone who was looking could clearly see you're broadcasting signs of aggression across their entire border. I guess that's not unprecedented, but it's a little funny. So the Tellarian people are still xenophobic. Let's fund education programs. And you are real stubborn about this. Tellarian Republic. Well, now you're coalition builders. You're fanatic xenophile pacifists. I can offer you a migration treaty you want to accept.
Initiating communications.
Research agreement with the Fremen Allied Commonalities. The Fremen Allied Commonalities are a protectorate of the Husnock Ascendancy. So, yeah, I guess we already have a research agreement with the Husnocks, so... Or Husnocks. I do not remember what they're from. They look vaguely familiar, but only vaguely. We are integrating Southerns. Move on to Macon. Alright, well, at least this is smoothing out our borders. Oh, right. Siet has a bunch of glacial planets which we'll keep because eventually we'll get one breen. One breen is all it takes to make all of these these glacial planets colonizable. I know I could terraform them, but then the breen would have nowhere to live. Is this getting colonized? Man, I must have missed I must have missed something. I'm gonna go ahead and colonize this with Vulcans, because they're better. they're, the bonuses they get are better. If I were doing this in a very min-maxy fashion, we would have... I guess we'd have humans. Humans aren't bad. Those Aryans are not good. But Jesus, we have a lot of them. I think I really overcorrected on colonizing with them. Klingons are pretty dope. For armies, they're trained warriors, which is really good. They're communal, which makes them easy. They're stubborn, which is horrible. Vulcans, non-habitable, or non-adaptive, meh. But they live a long time, they're strong, they're intelligent, they're telepathic. Vulcans are fucking awesome. Bajorans suck. They're sedentary, which isn't a big deal, but it's kind of annoying. Chosen people is alright. Agrarian is not that interesting. The Ferengi are at least thrifty and industrious, so they make up for being greedy. They're cowards, which is awful. The Bynar are even more intelligent than the Vulcans. Now they're weak, and they don't live very long, but synaptic processors is very, very cool. So I'd want them. Tellarites, I could take them or leave them. Their slow breeding is a lot more problematic than is at first obvious. Uridians are actually really good for society output because they're intelligent and natural sociologists.
Technology discovered.
Yeah, man, if I were doing this based on performance of different species, we would have very different demographics. And I think next time we play, when we start up as the Federation again, or whoever else, that might be an angle I'll look at. Okay, now I'll get personal shields. We're finally about to use armies. I say about to, a year or so out from using armies. Let's research personal shields. Personal shields have long been desired by personnel exposed to hazards. It's not just a case of miniaturizing the technology enough to be wearable. Current shield implementations would make it difficult for the user to walk, as well as suffocating them. But we believe we can come up with ways to circumvent that issue. Minor issue. Suffocation instead of saving someone. Tellarites, Uridian, Noskins, Niburites are strong and communal. They're fucking solid. The Bolians are thrifty, charismatic, but they're deviants. The Andorians are industrious, but they're not that good. The Anar are good leaders, I guess. Actually, very good leaders because they're talented and quick learners, but nah. Betazoids don't do much for me. Trill make amazing leaders. They live a long time, they have a high leader cap, their experience gain is absurd. So they're worth keeping around for that. The Larillians, their unity output's good, but I don't like them much. Consumer cost reduction is pretty alright too. The Laridians they're intelligent and industrious. It's a good combination. Deviant and fleeting are not great, but they're not bad. Denobulans are not great. Antosians aren't great. Malcorians aren't great. Zeppelite aren't that great. Benzonite are okay because they're intelligent and talented, quick learners. They make good leaders, but they're not adaptive. Yeah, Benzonites aren't bad at all, actually. Sona, nah. Aurora, nah. Kellis species, nah. Dosi, well, the Dosi or Dosi are at least very strong, which is cool. The Zinkethi are cool. They have population growth speed, which very few other people have. Habitability down, but don't care about that. Army health, and they're strong, so more damage from their armies, and their armies have more health, which is a neat combination most people don't get. A lot of people will have resilient, which make defensive armies better, but it's rare where you get something that all armies are better, health-wise. So Zinkethi armies might actually be pretty cool. Antskins are skilled hunters, which is cool, but they're not strong, so it doesn't measure up. Then we have Caitians, which are and we have Kelpians, which are interesting. They got a lot going on. Reclusive is horrific. And cowards is horrible. Communal's good. Heightened senses is okay. Agrarian's okay. Delicious is useless for us. So, yeah.
Survey complete.
Yeah, maybe if I had been taking a more actively mindful approach about what species I was colonizing with and why and what they were to offer us, maybe we could have done things differently. But on the other hand, population management in Stellaris can be a massive pain in the ass, in that it just doesn't work well and pops move around without your permission and organize in weird ways. Epsilon Sculptoris is an okay place to rendezvous all these fleets.
Construction complete.
It is seeming as if most of the armies are finishing construction. And by that I mean half-finished construction, but now I have to point them in the right direction in hopes that they go that way. Out of curiosity, so these auto-build themselves. Yeah, you're using warp engines. God, I really wish you wouldn't. This kind of irritates me that we can't customize transport ships because of the way that the game automatically improves ships. It thinks that new warp engines are better than a transwarp drive. And in terms of power generation, it might not be wrong. No, it's wrong. In terms of cost? Yeah, okay, it's more expensive, but... whatever. I want... The game thinks it's better because it's new. Which I know that feeling quite well, but... doesn't mean that it's better, game. So Smothers can join the Lambda Serpentis Prime sector. Doesn't need to immediately, but I do plan on colonizing all of these available planets eventually, so it doesn't hurt to throw them into a sector sooner than later. Finish attack, more hydroponic farms, and agricultural centers. That's fine. Let's look at sheep. We have holographic hospitals, which hopefully won't get used at all. Variable environmental storage bay, which, greatly reduces ship upkeep. That's quite good. And, better medical complex. Nah, please stop with the medical branch. I'm gonna go with Galactic Defensive War Theory, just because it's cheaper than everything else. I don't like what it gives us, but that's okay. And here's our main transport fleet, which is fucking massive. So we have Klingon Deep Strike troops, we have Titanic Beasts, and we just have Deep Strike Commandos.
Survey complete.
These are Deep Strike Commando 2s. Now they're good, just not as good as what we can currently field.
Complete. Colony established.
Hell yeah. Beta Hydrae Prime. I won't have anything to do with that for a while. None of these need any padding out. Nope, they all look good. So now all these hydroponic buildings are going to want to be upgraded. Let's just upgrade all of them and come back to this. The Niberite Alliance have become pacifistic. Yep, pacifistic. Pacifists. Oh, I didn't even realize I bordered the Niberite Alliance, but I suppose I do over here in Bannister. Okay, cool. How's this war up here going? Is this ended? Nope. Bachman still hasn't fallen. I don't know what the Dominion are doing, or if they're doing anything to survive this, but I commend them on being alive after the war declared war. even if only for a year. We would certainly be able to last a lot longer than that. And in fact, I would wager that we might even be able to win. That would be a exhaustively long process to... By that I mean it's going to be an exhaustively long process to slowly eat back all this Borg space, but... Uridian League wants to know. I want the Husnox to join us, not to hate us. The Romulans seem to be making progress, significant progress in their war.
Our enemies fear us. Perhaps they are not fools.
But because you don't have the war goal, you're still gaining war exhaustion at a higher rate. Is that right? No. You are winning. Okay. Whew, yeah. Bad time for the Sulban. Are the Gorn just not helping? Nah, they have been helping. Their fleets are depleted. Can I see... I can't see the Romulan fleet. Huh. It must be over here then. How we doing on all this repositioning jibber jabber? Oh, we got a year until you're in Epsilon Scopatoris.
Survey
Damn.
complete.
Nothing happens quickly. Ooh, you need to go here. Can I... You, and you group together. Now I'm gonna put in a cut here. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm gonna keep streaming for about another hour, but if you're watching on YouTube, this is gonna be it for today. Make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly social engagement stuff. Until tomorrow, I'm gonna say toodaloo, take care, I'll see you later. Bye, YouTube.